Hey everyone! Today's video I'm going to show you how to take this into this. Easy peasy, how to set up your pattern in a binder and get yourself organized to start your project. Hi everyone, it's Jenny Clark again. Thanks for visiting my channel. I've got another quick tip video for you today on how to set up your binder for getting ready to do your Quiltworx project. All you need is a few simple tools, a few simple supplies, and you'll be organized and ready to go. So here's the first thing that you're going to need is a clear view binder that has a pocket in the front so you can put your pattern cover in there. I like to use the durable view. You can get EconoView. There's many different brands out there, but get one that's going to be sturdy enough that will hold up for moving around, using it, opening and closing it, working on your project. You're also going to need some sheet protectors, and the ones I like to use are the standard weight. You can use Econo weight, but they just, in my opinion, personal preference, they're just really thin, and you might as well not even have sheet protectors on them. But you'll also obviously need your pattern and a rotary cutter or some scissors. I prefer a rotary cutter and a ruler so I can slice it down the middle. So let me take you down to the mat and I'll show you how I do it. Alright, here we are on the mat, and I've already taken my pattern and papers out of the plastic cover, mainly because it was reflecting so bad. But so first thing I do is I take the cover sheet and I will slide that. I'll take this out and place this into the front cover of my notebook. So there's that. And then I'll take my papers and kind of set those off to the side for now. And here I have my pattern. Now, if you get a pattern that has a lot of pages in it like this, a lot of times there will be a stapler or a staple that's stapled it in the center here. So you'll want to, I guess this is another supply that you'll need, is if you have a staple remover, you want to take those staples out. So I've got my staple remover, and sometimes you basically just kind of have to get in there and pull those up so you can get the staple out. Oh, it's not even on the first page. So there's my staple there. And then get the other one out. Sometimes they're really thick and you got to get in there with these staple removers. Okay, so see how it's kind of folded in the middle here? So the next step is I would take my ruler, my handy dandy ruler, and my rotary cutter. So here we go. We're going to cut it right down the middle. So now I've got all of my pattern cut in half. One thing that you might have to do, not every pattern is like this, but I'll usually fold them in half, and then you can look and see there's usually one side that's a little bit longer than the other. Surprisingly, this pattern is pretty close, but sometimes they're a little bit too wide to fit into a sheet protector. So I might just trim off probably about an eighth of an or 1/16 of an inch. It's real thin. And then you are ready to start putting them into the sheet protectors. One thing that I may do first before I put my stuff into the sheet protector is, if you watched my previous video about reading through the pattern, I'll come to my chapter and find all my fabric references, like right here, and I would highlight that fabric number and I would highlight step number 1. So after I do that, then I'll put them all into the sheet protectors, and I'll show you what that looks like here when it's all done. Okay, well, I apologize for the glare, but here we are all done. We've got the sheet protectors And as you can see, I went through and highlighted all of the areas that I like to highlight, and I'm ready to start working on my pattern. So there's one other little quick tip that I wanted to tell you. Sometimes when I have a pattern that has multiple chapters, I like to use these insertable pocket plastic dividers, and this way you can put extra papers in here, you can put any notes that you have. Let me show you an example that I have here, especially when there's a technique of the month. This is my dinner plate dahlia binder. I can use it to keep my ruler there, and see how I've got all these different tabs. I can put my cutting instructions, if there's any extra templates. Here's my fabric confetti embroidery designs for the circles on the queen. So they're really handy to keep extra information in there. In this one, some of the areas will come with extra pieces. So these again are the insertable pocket divider tabs. They're a great extra addition to dividing up your chapters and keeping extra papers and information for any of your patterns that you have. It's just a nice way to keep everything organized and tidy and easily right at your fingertips, so you can find everything that you need. Okay, that's it. Nice and easy, quick tutorial on how to put your binder together, get it ready for your project. The nice thing I like about it is if you wanted to make that pattern again, you've got it already in your binder, the pages don't get all wrinkled, it stores on a shelf easily, so hopefully that will help you and give you some ideas on organizing your binder. So thanks for watching my video, guys. This is another video in my Quiltworx 101 beginner paper piecing series. Lots of tips that I have to share, not necessarily specific to a pattern, but you could use on any Quiltworx pattern. If you find this information useful and helpful, please consider subscribing, and you'll get notified when I post more videos to help you out with your paper piecing needs. Thanks so much. See you next time.